Well, if you're going to the middle of your word, somewhere in the center, look at me, and you P. You went to the letter P. Is that correct? Yes. And I just came right in. Think of your whole word. Think about what it means. Very good. Excellent. And this is interesting that you both have chosen, as you picture what this word looks like, you can't help but think about what it means. And you're thinking of people, and that makes it even easier. And these are, in fact, people. You're thinking of people who are involved in some kind of activity or occupation. And in fact, you're thinking of something that has to do with athletics. I got a sense that I got sweat involved somebody was sweating. I got somebody was like physically exerting themselves quite a lot. I was just getting a sense of strength. I was getting a sense that someone was like overworked or maybe sweating a little bit. And I don't know if any of you remember ABC Sunday Afternoon Wild World of Sports. They had people doing this in the opening thing. It was like the Russians, and he was wearing a funny costume. You were thinking of a person in an office. I got a sense that someone is surrounded with technology. They're not sweating about exertion, but maybe they're overloaded with activities and tasks that they're responsible for. And that's just what I got as you were picturing this. In a loud voice, Mary, what was the word you were thinking of? Weightlifter. And you were thinking of the word receptionist. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't read minds, but if I could, I would have written weightlifter. All right. Have we time for one more? I have to go on to the end. One more.
Very good.
One more. All right. For this illusion, I need the assistance of a couple. Is there a couple?
Right here.
They're volunteering. Thank you. Can I ask the two of you to please come forward? Give them a warm round of applause. Come on up. And what's your name, ma'am? Oh my gosh. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. If you'll just stand right here. Oh, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just admiring. And your name is Richard. I'm Joe. Nice to meet you. Your name is Marie. Richard and Marie. Very nice to meet you. Oh, you're stepping on your paint there just a little bit. Okay. The third kind of illusion. The third kind of illusion is what we call eschatology. The art of escape. This is the kind of magic where someone is bound or confined in some way, and they try to free themselves within a certain time limit. And it's going to be me. I mean, I know it's Valentine's Day, but don't get crazy. Okay, so here we go.
That's okay.
You were thinking. So here's the thing. I brought a piece of rope, and if you'll hold the bottom, there, Richard, and Marie, if you'll hold that, pull on it, make sure it's just standard rope. In the event I'm unable to free myself in the allotted time, I've come prepared with the emergency kit. The emergency kit, this is particularly useful for you. Inside you'll see there's a pair of scissors that you can use to cut me loose if I can't free myself in the allotted time. I'm just going to set this down on this chair. And I also need the use of my arms a little bit more so I can remove the jacket. In a moment, I'll ask you to put your right hand under this shoulder. I'll ask you to, not yet, but anyway, you'll put your left hand under that shoulder and make like a little curve, right? It's not necessary right now, but that's what we're going for. All right, here we go. We'll start with a knot. You hold the ends. I'm going to put my wrist in there, and you're going to pull it as tight as you can down onto my wrist. Pull it till it's touching the skin. Now use both hands and pull it as tight as you can. I'm not kidding. Actually pull it hard.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
That's good, that's good, that's good. Let's cut it a little bit. I've been doing this a while. Now, those of you in the back maybe can't see, but those up front who are getting a little ill are seeing that my skin has been sort of wrenched into the knot just a little bit. It's pulled. Keep the pressure on there. So you guys, in fact, it's sort of being pulled on that side, and it's cutting in at the bottom. You can see that. And if you keep the pressure on it with both hands, keep the pressure on it, You'll see that if I wiggle my fingers, you can feel the ligaments pushing on the knot. Can you feel that? It's just that they know it's seriously tight. And if you let go completely, just let go completely, this is cotton rope. So you can see it is. It maintains the pressure on the. I'm not going to flex my wrist or anything. I'm going to put my hands behind my back, and I want you to take the other ends, tie a knot on that wrist as well. Richard, just pull it tight. Yeah. That's good. Pull it tighter. There we go. Put your shoulder into it. Come on.
I don't know.
Are you wearing a watch by chance, Richard? No? Okay, that's great. Keep that tight. Now put another knot on top. Richard, you make sure if you want to pull it tight too, help her put another knot on there so it doesn't get loose.
Oh, Lord.
To the part of the shoulder I need you to be. I'm not going to be able to do this, folks, if I'm tied in front of my body.
Oh, that's good.
Put your finger between the rope and my skin, sir. Try to do it. Either wrist. Between the rope and my skin, wrist is turning colors. It's not going. So here's the thing.
He's good.
Richard, I'm going to ask you to use your left hand and just start snapping seconds. 1 minute, 2 minutes. 3, you're going to give me another mark and set go. I get 30 seconds to free myself from the impossible bonds that are coming in. And you'll count, like, when you hit 5, you say 5, and 10, and 15. So you just give me a mark and set go. That was a little faster than I thought. Give me the rhythm first, and then on mark and set go. Go, okay, very good. And that you sped up a little bit. I think that was unfair. That's awesome. You know what? Maybe you better grab that emergency kit. And as you look inside, take out those scissors. I'm not sure what good those scissors will be against the cold, hard steel we find ourselves in. But attached to the scissors is a ribbon, and attached to the ribbon is a key. Thank goodness for that. And if you'll aim your fingers downward, point downward, I can put that right inside there. Gently push open. Very good. Free. There you go. If I can have that bag. Big round of applause for Richard. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Joe Turner. That concludes my performance. I will point your attention to my table in the back. My book that came out in November is back there. It is basically a personal branding and I will just give it to the tour. How's that? All right. So, weekend Twitter, and we'll see you next time. Good night.